Terry Savage is a columnist for the Chicago Sun-Times and also a best-selling author. Her latest book is The Savage Number, focusing on retirement. Terry joins us from Chicago. And let's get right to our questions. Terry, first of all, thanks for your time. We really appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate it. I know people out there are scared, and I think it's important to have a little perspective. People didn't get as scared about the market years ago because they weren't so directly invested. They had a pension fund manager to make decisions. Now you're all facing, uh-oh, what do I do?
Well, the fear is palpable. Let's get some callers on the line. First is Jeff in Kabul, Afghanistan. Jeff, hi. What's your question?
Hi, how are you?
All right.
I'm here. This is Jeff Ward and Joe King, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers in Kabul, Afghanistan. Here's my question. We're both part of the government thrift savings plan, and all our pre-retirement training has advised us to put all our money in the C fund, which is the S&P 500 fund, which has a track record over 50 years, which is very good. Of course, lately, all we've seen is a lot of losses in our C fund. Should we stay the course, Terry, and leave our money in the C fund, or should we pull it out and put it in a more secure G or government securities fund?
Terry?
Well, good question. First of all, let me say all Americans thank you for the good work you're doing over there, and you deserve to be rewarded. And because you're over there now, I'm going to guess that you're relatively young in the scheme of things and have a long way to go until retirement. And I would advise you to stay the course in that S&P fund. You may have a little bit in the safety of something that lets you sleep at night. But over the long run, let me give you a fact. There's never been a 20-year period where you would have lost money in a diversified portfolio of large company stocks with dividends reinvested. Going way back to the early 20s, there's never been a 20-year losing period, even adjusted for inflation. So you're putting money in every month. When the market goes down, your $300 or $400 buys more shares. And if you believe in the future of America, as I do, I think when you're ready for retirement, you'll be glad you invested in the market.
All right. Thank you, and thank Jeff in Kabul. Maria, Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. What's your question?
I have a 401k that I rolled over into an IRA annuities account, and I found out it's not FDIC insured. And I've lost some money since June of 2008. It was $20,000 down to $18,500 now. And I was wondering, should I take it out? There's over $1,000 penalty and invest it someplace else, or leave it where it is?
Terry?
Well, first of all, you rolled out of an old 401k into an IRA. Your money is insured if you did it in an account at a bank. I think you said a money market account. You would not have lost a penny in that. You would have earned very little interest. But you also sound young enough to be investing for the future. And this is what you want to avoid, is a panic plus penalties plus taxes. Let that IRA money keep growing. There's an old saying in the stock market, sell down to the sleeping point. So as you get closer to retirement, you have less exposure to the stock market, but you certainly don't want to panic and sell out completely. There may be a number of years here where the stock market does not feel like it's very rewarding, but if you're still contributing, as I said before, when you look farther down the road, if you believe in the future, it will reward you. So a lot of it depends on your age, your own risk tolerance, and some historic perspective about how over the long run you see the markets performing. Look, Warren Buffett this morning made a $5 billion investment. So he puts his money where his mouth is. If you don't want to believe the politicians, Buffett is betting on the fact that there will be some kind of a restructuring of the financial system. It may take a while. The economy won't bounce back immediately, and there could be more bad news in the months ahead for the stock market. But these are retirement accounts, so you need that long-term perspective.
And the email question certainly follows on that. It's a nice segue. How safe is the money market given the current financial problems we're facing? Steve wants to know. Actually, he partially answered that earlier. What are the limits on the insurance on a money market account?
Okay, well, if you have, here's this, people get confused. Bank CDs and bank money market deposit accounts have that FDIC insurance, $100,000 or $250,000 for a retirement account, and more at joint accounts. The link to the FDIC is at terrysavage.com. Money market mutual funds are something different. Never until recently in modern history has a money market mutual fund share been worth less than the dollar. The interest rate would fluctuate, but the value stayed the same. We saw some money market funds exposed to Lehman suddenly find their shares worth less than a dollar as that paper became worthless. So now the government, in as part of its bailout plan, has extended insurance to money market mutual funds. If your money was in there before September 19th, don't ask me how they'll sort that out. But I think the message is one of calm and confidence in a money market mutual fund as well.
All right. Terry, thank you so much.